So let's go through the book here. But I took and I believe these are my Shadow Art pencils. They have smooth coverage. And what I did was I swatched them in a different fashion where each one of the greens have a number posted near the color that is swatched, and the yellows, and then down to the browns. And so that is something that I did for my Shadow Art pencils. And I did it for the entire collection. This is my Staedtler triangular pencils. I did a color wheel also for them. And I just like to compare my color wheels for different pencils to see the opacity of the colors. So this is the Staedtler triangular pencils. This is the color wheel for them. And this is the swatches for that pencil. I have the Arteza Premium and the Expert together. As you can see, the coloring is different from one wheel to the next. So this, like I said, this is the Staedtler wheel, and this is the Arteza wheel. So you can see that the Arteza has a little bit more opacity than Staedtler. This is the Arteza pencils, the swatches for the pencils. I swatched each one and I put a number. This is my color wheel for my Brett Runner squares, which I didn't happen to have here on the previous, but this is my previous view of my pencils. I didn't show my Brett Runners, but I do have Brett Runner squares. This is the color wheel for them. And like I stated before, you can always go back and see. This is Arteza compared to Brett Runner. And it looks like Brett Runner has more opacity. It has a smoother coverage than the Arteza. And it just may be the paper quality, but yeah. So you can see the different textures and colors from the color wheel. And everybody different. The greens are a little different. There's the Brett Runner square swatches. I have a swatch sheet here that has the tritone colors for the Black Widow color pencils. This is also from Coloring Bliss. This is something you can print out and do for her for different colors. And she actually had these numbered for the Black Widow pencil set. So I did just print this out and find the colors of the Black Widow. Since I had the entire set, I was able to go through and do her tritones. So that was pretty cool. And on the back of that one, I have my Prismas. But these are the color wheel tritone sets for my Prisma pencils. So there's dark tones, there's the light tones, and then there's the medium tones. She has blank color wheels for different pencils. So that was a blank color wheel, and I just used it for Prismas. These are my Prismacolor swatches. I have my color wheel for my Arteza, these color wheel for my Artex 72 count pencils. Again, the different tones of colors is quite different from the previous color wheels that we've seen. Arteza, the green is a little darker than the blue, but here you see the green is a little different. And on the other side over here are the Artex swatches. On this side, I have the Faber-Castell Polychromos. I swatched that. This is the artist color wheel for my Faber-Castell Polychromos. It's a very good opacity, good color quality. But the swatches for the Polychromos are beautiful. I love the swatches for the Polychromos. And again, these swatch pages come from Coloring Bliss site. Jennifer Stay, Coloring Bliss. Here's the artist color wheel for the Black Widow, and I used this one was before I printed out the actual Black Widow calculated one where she tells you what colors to use. And these are my Black Widow Cobra set of swatches. This is my Caran d'Ache artist color wheel. And these are my Caran d'Ache swatches. And I believe there are some Holbeins on here as well. This is my Holbein color wheel. This is my Color color wheel and my Color tritone sets. So I've done darks and lights and midtones for the Color set. And on the back of that page, I have the Color swatches. These are the Black Widow fab swatches, where she tells you which colors to choose. So if I were to pull the one that I didn't have her numbers on there for me to choose, and see how close I came without the numbers, it was pretty close. I mean, they're a bit darker than what she has, but it is pretty close to what she has on here. So yeah, I think I did a pretty good job before I even had the color numbers that she provided. So yay me. On this page are the swatches for all of my Black Widow pencils, except for the skin tone lights. I don't have those yet, but I will be getting those soon. These are my Crayola colored pencils. I haven't done a Crayola. I haven't shown my pencils, but I do have Crayolas. These are 100 swatches for Crayola. These are my Sergeant Art swatches. I just did those because I just received the Sergeant Art, and we saw those earlier in this can here. These are the swatches that I created for those. And then I had a blending chart that I got from I gotta remember where I got this from. Not really sure if it's Coloring Bliss, but these are blending combinations for and these are for praying. So like I told you, praying, don't sleep on praying. These colors, it's great color opacity and color range. So you see, I did a lot of blending on here. And I've come a long way, guys, because when I first started this coloring journey, I did not know how to blend. But from watching Jennifer Stay and Sarah Renee Clark, I've learned a lot from their studies and different color combinations. And so that's how I learned how to blend. So if you really want to do it, you watch those videos and you'll learn. Okay, and also in this stack of wonderful papers here that I have from Coloring Bliss, a color pencil battle sheet. And it's a head-to-head comparison of color pencils. So that is what I will do one of these days. I'll just go through my entire set of colored pencils, which I do have quite a few. And this is a list that I made of my color pencil set. So I do have a large color pencil collection. And I am going to go alphabetically and take each one of these pencils and go head-to-head with each other until I come up with one of the best pencils that I own. And I am going to go through these by the standards of Jennifer Stay from Coloring Bliss with her color battle sheet. And that is what I'm going to fill out to get to that color, the best color pencil that I own, according to Jennifer Stay's colored pencil battle. So it's brand 1 against brand 2, and then there's a score, and then at the bottom you will score the entire pencils and you will come up with which one is better. So I will have this color battle and more of my pencils in another video. Pencils plus all things crafty, and like I always say, I'll see you seeing me when I see you. Holla.